behavior and try and figure out what he did wrong to upset all of these people. But that's not what he does. Instead, he decides to blame everyone but him for his downfall. Specifically, he focuses on one person, Gehrman. And he comes up with a plan to get revenge and make sure Gehrman can never write about him again. First, he puts on a disguise, a bright orange shirt and hat to hide his face. I guess he's trying to look like a city worker. Then he grabs a knife, and then he drives over to where Gehrman lives, he parks, and he approaches his house. And a neighbor's security camera actually picked him up, and you can see him walking by here. Then Tellez enters the property through the side gate, and he hides behind the gate in the bushes, and he waits. 5 minutes later, Gehrman exits his house through the garage door, and he walks over to the side of the place where Tellez is hiding. And suddenly, boom, Tellez jumps out of the bushes, and he's got that knife, and bam, he stabs Gehrman again and again and again until he's unalived. 24 hours later, one of Gehrman's neighbors finds his body, and he calls police. But here's the thing about Gehrman. He's an investigative journalist, so all his friends and work colleagues are also investigative journalists, and they aren't going to let this murder slide. And so some of them start putting together a list of some of the people who might want Gehrman unalived. Old mob bosses, crooked casino owners, people like that. And they decide pretty quickly that the person with the biggest motive is probably the local politician Gehrman keeps writing about, Tellez. And of course, they're right, because police have been investigating this, and they found the vehicle spotted at the scene of the crime is Tellez's wife's vehicle. Also,